Did you know that studies show that 20% of small businesses fail within their first year and 45% fail within their first 5 years of business? That's mind-blowing. Let's chat. What's up, YouTube? It's Erica Kroopin with Kroopin's Poopin Scoopin, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we talk a lot of crap on this channel, mainly about dog crap and business related topics. My dog waste removal business is located in Michigan, and if you're not too sure where that is, we are in the Midwest. And at the time of this recording, we are in the middle of April, which means spring rush has finally started to slow down. And if you're not sure what spring rush is, basically here in the Midwest, we get a ton of snow over the winter and a lot of dog poop builds up. And when the snow starts to melt, all heck breaks loose. And it's called spring rush because our phones start going crazy because people want cleans. And they're not your average cleans. These are big cleans. They're Mac Daddy cleans. They're supercharged cleans. They're nasty. They're dirty. And they are extremely lucrative. And in the 4 years I have been in business, I really feel like this is the first spring rush where I feel like I really have my stuff together. Today's video is brought to you by Jobber Grants. And guess what? I have something really cool to tell you guys about. Jobber Grants is a grant giveaway of $150,000 worth of grants to 25 home service providers. Free money, no strings attached. So if you think you could benefit from having a little extra money to get your business started, go ahead and click my link down in the bio or down in the description. Filling out the link doesn't take that long, about 5 minutes, to enter a chance to win a grant. And I'm really excited to see who wins this grant. I really hope that it's some of you guys. If it is, I'm gonna literally lose my freaking mind for you guys. I will be so excited. Let's take a stroll down memory lane. When I first started this business, I had about $1,000 to really get started. To me, that seemed like it's a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that much money. And the majority of that money was spent putting a cargo trailer and a hitch on my 2000 Chevy Cobalt. Her nickname was Lexi, aka Sexy Lexi. And that is what I used to start my business, lug the poop around from house to house. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I was so excited that I was starting my own business. And in order to start that business, I applied for a DBA, which was a doing business as, that cost like $17. I really didn't have the money to actually get an LLC because that was $50. So I went for the DBA, and then later on, I ended up getting that LLC. So half of my money was spent on the hitch and cargo trailer. Then the rest of the money was spent on marketing material, such as business cards, flyers, car magnets, and my first round of shirts. I'm so excited. I got my magnets to put on my car. Yeah. It look good?
Yep, looks great.
I'm so excited. Kroopin's Poopin Scoopin. If your dog's pooping, Kroopin's a scoopin'. Then I purchased all my supplies. Now, this is the awesome thing about this business. To get started, you really don't need a lot of money. Like if you want to be super basic, do a lot of things manually, and be down to like bare bones, the only real supplies that you need for this business is trash bags to put the waste in. You need a scooper bucket and a rake, or however you decide that you want to pick the poop up. I know in the warmer type climates, a lot of you guys deal with rocky areas, so you pick the poop up with your hands, a gloved hand. So you need to get some gloves. I also got some gloves because I didn't want to get the poopies on my hand. I bought some zip ties and some bleach to sanitize all of my supplies. And all of that was relatively very cheap. And honestly, still to this day, my supplies are the cheapest thing in my business. I went ahead and opened up a bank account. I took $50 and put it in the bank account just so I could open it, and then left from there and went straight to the insurance company and signed up and got business insurance. And last but not least, I got some notebooks, some invoicing books, basically paper products to keep all of my customer information organized. And let me tell you, it was not organized. And then I was ready to rock and roll. I was ready to take on customers. I went and got my Facebook page. Everything and anything that was free, I did because I didn't have a lot of money. My resources were limited, baby. They were so limited. I got my first customer, then I got my second customer, then I got my third, and I just kept posting on social media and building this up and learning as I went, writing my customers down on paper, writing their invoices down on a piece of paper. And even though it worked, it was so time consuming. I felt very disorganized. I would spend many nights up just thinking to myself, like, did I send out that invoice? Did I have this person's information down correctly? Did I update the notes? Did I forget to put somebody on schedule? So many thoughts were running through my mind. And then I would run out to my truck and grab my notebook. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't have that notebook. Where is it at? And then I would go look on my kitchen table. It wasn't on the kitchen table. It fell between the couch cushions on my couch because I left it on the couch when I went to bed. So essentially it was semi-organized chaos going on around here. Then as I made money, I reinvested into the business. I was able to get a website, which was fairly cheap, but I spent a lot of time, so many hours building up this website, only for me to accidentally delete it one night when I was trying to do some edits after a long day of spring cleans. I was fed up after that. I'm like, I spent so much time and so much effort. There was no customer service support that I was able to easily get in touch with. So I didn't have a website, and that sucked. And my next step was to upgrade my DBA to an LLC, which I did that. I ended up buying a truck. I learned how to drive a manual vehicle for my business, a manual Ranger. I had never driven a stick before, but I learned how to do it. I wasn't that good, but the Ranger was cheap. It's what I could afford at the time. So you do what you gotta do. That truck caused me a lot of anxiety, so I ended up giving that to my husband. I took some of the profits that I had gotten and I bought another Ranger, and this Ranger sounded like a lawnmower. It was very loud. It was super ghetto. But it got the job done. I slapped my magnets that I got from Vistaprint on the side of it, and baby, we were in business.
And then there was 2.
And I got myself a routing app because up until this time, I was routing everything manually by myself. And I am not good at directions. So that was fun. That was quite the experience. And then KPS 3.0 came into play. I took the money that I had saved up and I completely rehauled everything. I got a brand new website that somebody else built for me. I didn't have to do it. I completely moved all of my customer data, all of my customer information over to Jobber CRM. And this video is sponsored by Jobber. And what's really cool about Jobber is they have a lot of plugins that plug and play into their CRM that helps me get reviews, helps me communicate with my customers even better, helps me send out emails. But if you just want to use just Jobber, you can do all of your invoicing, you can do all of your routing, you can do all of your customer communications, all of your customer profile, and if you have staff, you're able to dispatch your staff out to the areas and make the routes that you want to make for them. And they have a messaging app built inside of Jobber where you can do all of your customer communications with you and all of your staff, so you as the owner know exactly what's going on in your business, which is phenomenal. Because I really feel like knowing what's going on in your business makes you feel more comfortable. It makes you feel more confident. And when you feel more confident in business, you are less likely to take crap from crappy customers. You're less likely to undercut yourself and charge low prices. because you have more confidence in yourself and in your business. And you know that you're providing an excellent experience for your customers. And providing that excellent customer service comes at a premium price. And like I said before in the beginning, you don't have to have a lot of money to start this business. If you want to be super basic and you want to keep everything bare bones and do everything manually yourself, you can keep costs down and you don't need a lot of upfront money. But thinking back to it, I was thinking about if I did have more money. If I had an opportunity to get a grant, I definitely would have been able to get a better vehicle. I could have had a separate vehicle for scooping instead of scooping in my personal vehicle, which, I mean, it is what it is, but it's nice to kind of keep that separately because the vehicle does get messy and we're lugging around poop. So it would have been cool to have a separate vehicle and to be able to afford that. It would have been really cool to have better marketing material, to be able to have somebody do all of that for me instead of me spending hours and hours trying to come up with a logo, do my marketing material only for it to really fall short. Did it get the job done? Yes. Was it great? No. My marketing material now that I had done by a professional looks so much better and I'm so proud of it. But I had to go through 2, 3, 4 different types of marketing material before I was able to pony up the money to afford to pay for that. I would have been able to get that website done a lot sooner instead of wasting so much time doing that on my own, only for it to not look very good and then to end up deleting it at the end. And all that time and effort was like literally wasted. I was able to get that website and then I would have been able to get a CRM a lot sooner because my website links to Jobber. So when somebody visits my website, all they have to do is click a button that says get a quote and it redirects them right to Jobber and funnels them exactly where I need for them to be. I don't have to check my email. I don't have to check my website. I don't have to check my Facebook trying to figure out where is this customer at? Where do I need to respond back to this customer at? Because everything gets funneled straight to Jobber. And I know that is why this spring rush went way smoother than any of the other spring rushes have gone before. And I am super excited to see what next year's spring rush is going to be like. Now let's have a little fun. If you were to win the grant, what would you spend the money on? What would be your first thing that you would spend your money on and then your second? Drop that down in the comments because I'm really excited to see what you would spend the money on. I'm super excited I was able to share this with you guys. I really enjoyed starting my business. It's a fun story to share, the ups and the downs and the bootstrap startup story and how it doesn't take a lot of money to start this business, but with extra funding, you're able to get started a lot faster, invest in your business a lot sooner, and make things look more professional and more polished and make you feel more confident so you're able to charge the prices that you need to charge to turn a profit and grow your business and to scoop that poop and bag that loot. And don't forget to click my link down in the bio to apply. Phase 1 is open till May 26, 2022. So don't wait. Don't wait until the last minute because life gets crazy busy and then all of a sudden it's May 27th and you're like, I didn't get to apply, and you could have missed out on a really, really cool opportunity. And I look forward to chatting with you down in the comments. And until next time,